All right. Welcome back to another episode of Direct Source Discourse. Joining us today is Tyler Prows, a good friend and colleague in the mortgage industry. Tyler,
Thanks
I
for
know I know you, but why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, who you work for, and what you do.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for having me, John. My name is Tyler Prows. I'm the director of product for nCino Mortgage, formerly known as Simple Nexus. I live in Wasatch County, Utah, so up in the mountains, and I have a wife and four kids and a Bernedoodle named Toby. And when we're not working, we're playing outdoors and doing things as a family.
And Tyler, for the uninitiated, I obviously spent a lot of time with you, so I know what nCino does, but could you give our listeners and viewers a little bit about nCino and what you guys really focusing on as a company?
Yeah, yeah. At nCino Mortgage, we're a point of sale solution that's designed to simplify the mortgage process for both borrowers and lenders. So we serve mortgage lenders across retail, consumer direct, and correspondent channels. And we try our best to create seamless, intuitive experiences from application to approval all the way through closing. And really, what sets us apart is our mobile-first, borrower-centric approach. We empower loan officers, borrowers, and real estate agents to engage and complete tasks anytime, anywhere, whether that's applying for a loan, uploading documents, or communicating in real time. For lenders, we focus on improving efficiency, building things that have more automation. We like to make sure we're driving our ROI and ultimately deliver faster closings with tools like, with automated tools and workflows and integrations.
And speaking of integrations, obviously we've been working a lot together more recently on, kind of the Argyle and nCino 2.0, our newest partnership and integration that's live into the market. But one of the things I want to pick your brain on is like what makes a successful partnership or a successful integration? Like, what are the key things that you focus in on when you're thinking about building, in a way, a third-party product to the nCino suite?
I think a successful integration partnership boils down to three things: alignment, innovation, and customer impact. With alignment, both teams need a shared vision and an understanding of the challenges lenders face. With Argyle, we're both aligned at reducing friction in the verification process. Um, Innovation, partnerships thrive when both sides push for new capabilities and like enhanced VOI, VOE features, which we introduced a little bit earlier last year. And then customer impact. This is probably the most important one. Like at the end of the day, we want to deliver value to our customers. So when we can work together to reduce manual work and we can speed up approvals, improve accuracy, we can provide value to both lenders and borrowers and make their lives easier. So that customer impact one is probably the largest.
We live in the wild world of mortgage. You've been doing this a long time. What from a product perspective, like what makes building mortgage technology unique, right? What about our industry and especially building product? I don't say it's challenging, but like what makes this a unique space to work in?
Yeah, I love that question. Mortgage is complex because of its combination regulatory requirements and compliance is a big deal. There's a lot of intricate process that, to get a loan, it takes usually, anywhere from 15 days to 2 months, depending on the type of loan, the number of borrowers involved, and lots of other factors. And also it's a very emotional experience for borrowers. This is one of the largest transactions they'll make in their life. And so guiding somebody who, especially a first-time home buyer, guiding them through that process is important, and to do it while you're representing a good brand. So you're not just building tech to streamline workflows, you're helping someone purchase their home. And that's a big deal. So, and then on the back end, the tech solutions must comply with compliancy, um, or they, sorry, sorry, I'll start that one again. On the back end, tech solutions, they must comply with a lot of stringent standards. They need to integrate with legacy systems. They need to reduce manual bottlenecks. On the front end, we get to deliver exceptional user experiences. We get to try to keep borrowers engaged and confident. And I think balancing all these elements is what makes mortgage in tech both challenging and rewarding.
I think a lot of what you just articulated was like ROI, right? Like when you're building a product, like not only from a cost perspective, but it's also like from a experience, a borrower's experience, an operator's experience, right? All of that are the things that you think about when building technology. I guess bringing it back to like solely on nCino, what have you seen your nCino client base to like maximize the ROI on the tool?
All right. Yeah, here are kind of three things that I see lenders do to get ROI. And the first one's pretty obvious. It's adoption. When lenders embrace the technology and go through change management from leadership to loan officers and invest in training, we see them capture ROI from using the product because of all the value it provides. But without adoption, they could never get there. So, when you have great leadership teams that really drive that change management, that's key. And then really automation and efficiency. We provide a lot of automated workflows and integrations and tools that help accelerate and streamline the process of going from starting a loan to getting it approved. And even our integration with Argyle can really help speed things up. So, and then customer centricity. When we focus on creating a frictionless experience for borrowers, we do things like prioritize mobile solutions and real-time communication, and that improves satisfaction and retention of borrowers. Um, we Something that's really key in our app is the ability to share it. So lenders and loan officers can share the app with borrowers. They can share the app with referral partners like builders or real estate agents. They can share the app with borrowers, and we've kind of created this focus on, you have a good experience. Why don't you share it? Share it with somebody who needs to have a good experience. And borrowers referring their friends and family brings in more business for lenders. And part of what we do is we white label everything so that we put the lender's brand front and center. So when the borrowers are having a good experience, it's the lender that's providing that good experience, and then they're able to share it. So,
You mentioned something there that I want to double click into because I feel like efficiency, like Argyle, we talk a lot about efficiency and certainly the things we do together make loan manufacturing more efficient. But I'd love to get your take on this simple question. What does an efficient mortgage mean to you, Tyler? Like, what does that mean?
all right, yeah. So an efficient mortgage is one where your borrowers, loan officers, underwriters, team members can focus on high value tasks and focus on confidence and trust and relationships and not just paperwork, right? And so I would say speed. Like ultimately, we want to reduce the time to close by things like automated verifications and good workflows and good tasks that help drive the loan forward. And then accuracy. When we leverage like direct source data from Argyle, we can minimize errors and rework, and we can make sure that there's lower loan buybacks. And then engagement. This is probably the most important one. When we can keep borrowers informed and involved throughout the process and keep them confident, they can keep moving forward. When borrowers are I'd say scared, or when they have questions or concerns, things slow down dramatically. And so one thing that's cool about our app is while it's delivering operational efficiency and while it's delivering good tools and features that help the loan move forward, it also allows loan officers and team members to work more closely with the borrower to build a relationship. So, instead of walking a borrower how to do a task, you're talking with a borrower on why something's important, explaining the ins and outs of the mortgage process. So, efficiency isn't just operational, it's about delivering a better, faster, and more transparent mortgage journey for all stakeholders.
Of course, I couldn't go through a conversation with a product leader and not get your take on AI. There's a lot out there on AI right now. Let me know, like, how are you thinking about it and perhaps even using AI today at nCino?
Okay, yeah, that's actually a great question. So, AI is incredibly in mortgage, and we're already seeing its impact in areas like document recognition, data extraction, underwriting decisions, or underwriting pointers to help get to decisions quicker. At nCino, we use it to enhance productivity and decision making. So, for lenders, AI can automate document classification, it can validate income and employment, and it can flag risks early in the process to help identify areas that need to be addressed, before things get to underwriting. For borrowers, we can provide tools that help drive a pre-approval faster, that help tailor recommendations. And with Gen AI, borrowers can answer questions quickly without having to go anywhere else. So, we're focused on applying AI responsibly and where it adds the most value to make the approval journey faster, more accurate, and less manual. We do have some really cool tools coming out in the near future. Uh, with document recognition and data extraction that a lot of our customers are going to see a lot of benefit to. So we're excited to release some new things coming soon.
But I kind of want the viewers to get to know you. So like personal, professional, like what are you most proud of? It can be either or. In terms of career, family, what is that?
I think something that crosses over from, career to family is just trying my best to build good relationships. At the end of the day, everything we accumulate is great and fun, but if it's being used to drive great experiences and great relationships, those are really what we hang on to. I mean, we come to work and we work, 40 to 50 hours a week, and we spend so much time with our coworkers, we might as well build great relationships, right? What makes it fun is doing it with great people and building great relationships. And then, when we go home, we also want to have great relationships in the home. And I think it feeds each other. Like when we have great relationships with our family and our kids, it helps us have great relationships with our coworkers. And so I don't know that that's like an accomplishment necessarily, but it's what matters to me most is just having true lasting friendships. And I think it does over into building good products because when we care and we want to build relationships, we start to understand people's pain a little bit more. And I think something that's helped me in my professional career is being able to, identify problems, understand the pain that people are experiencing with those problems, and then, once we have a good shared understanding of those problems, working to solution and working to solve those problems. And I think if I was proud of something, it's that wherever we've gone, regardless of what industry or what users, we're able to build relationships to then understand and then build good solutions.
I will say this, and I mean this sincerely. I do believe, Tyler, like in working with you a lot, that that's all real. What you just said, they're on the relationships and the people and doing best for others is basically what you just articulated to the best end result. One of the best in the business, and I mean that sincerely, man. Last, this is the hardest question for you. Who do you got in the college football playoff? Who's winning it?
It's going to be Ohio State, hands down. I mean, the momentum they've carried the last two games, it's got to be Ohio State. And I don't say that just because you live out in Cleveland, but I know that makes you happy, but it's got to be Ohio State.
Tyler, you just made my day. Go Bucks. On a serious note, thank you so much for joining. Again, thanks for everyone for watching this episode of Direct Source Discourse. Be on the lookout for our next episode. Thanks so much, Tyler.
Thank you.